Disney aware that Mr. Depp has testified under oath that he would not take another Pirates of the Caribbean franchise role for $300 million and a million alpacas?
No.
Would Disney entertain paying Mr. Depp more than $300 million and provide him with more than a million alpacas to be able to obtain his services for any future Pirates of the Caribbean role?
No.
You are definitely going to want to watch this video all the way into the end. Before we get into it though, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for educational entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I'm filming this for you guys on Saturday morning, getting ready to go to my son's taekwondo combine or something like that, where he's going to be jumping through stuff and hanging through stuff and crawling through stuff. He loves doing this type of thing. And I hope you guys are having a good weekend too, getting outside, except for those of y'all are up there where it's snowing. I saw y'all's comments that said it is snowing like crazy up there. So yeah, better stay inside and wait till it stops then. So in today's video, we're going to be going over some key information that I think you guys should keep in mind as we go into this week's testimony and trial. Now, as you guys know, this is the last week for witnesses and rebuttal and all of that stuff. Then we will hear closing arguments. Then the jury will go out and decide deliberations, and we will find out what is going to happen with these two in the end of this trial. Before we get into this video though, I do want to remind y'all that I am not a professional. I am literally just a mom, a wife, a woman sitting in her kitchen telling you guys my opinion as if you were sitting here with me or sitting on the back porch. Please go and form your own opinion, do your own research. Everything in this video is alleged, and come up with your own opinion, and obviously don't show hate to anybody. So, and one more thing before we get into it, for everybody that keeps asking me about my nails, they are press-ons. I always wear press-ons now. I get them from Dash Nails on Etsy. They're absolutely amazing. I will leave them linked down below, as well as the glue that I use, because you got to make sure you have the right glue if you want to wear press-ons. So, okay, let's just get into it here. Now, a lot of people have been saying online, if Johnny is innocent, if he's this, if he's that, why hasn't his own family come forward? If you have not watched all of my videos, which I highly suggest that you do, or go to the playlist for this and you can just get all kinds of information. And there's a lot of other great YouTubers and people and reporters that are putting out good information out there. However, Johnny Depp's ex, Vanessa, who he was with for 14 years, did release a letter and a statement during the UK trial. His daughter, Lily, has released a statement as well. As far as Johnny Depp's family testifying for him in court, I don't even know if that would be allowed, if it would be relevant, but I know for me personally, if it was me, there is no way in the world I would want my children to have to be put through that. You guys got to think about cross-examination too, where they, try to poke holes in people's stories and all the depositions that would you want your children to be put? I would protect my kids and my husband from that at all cost if it was possible, because you guys got to understand, this is Johnny's mess that he got himself into, okay? My opinion, all my opinion. Now, Johnny, who is in his 50s, when he got with Amber, yes, he got manipulated, and I've been there too, okay? And I consider myself pretty street smart and can read people really well, and I am not inebriated, and I still got, so I know that it's possible. However, it was Johnny that got himself into this mess. Why would his ex need to come to his defense for it? Or why would he want to put her through that? Or his children, who allegedly his children did not want him with Amber anyways. It's alleged that Johnny Depp's daughter sent Amber a text message and said that she didn't like how she treated her father. So why put his kids and family through that? That is my opinion. And I just cannot see dragging my kids and my husband through a trial and testifying in front of the whole entire world. There is millions of people watching this trial every single day because of some relationship that I got into. So that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me y'all's down below. Now, this was very interesting, and I didn't bring this up the other day when Amber was testifying because there was just so much other stuff to talk about. But TMZ, right? Now, we have all discussed many times about Amber Heard going to the courthouse to file for a TRO while Johnny Depp was in another country. And TMZ and all of these reporters and paparazzi, all of these people just happened to be there, right? You guys remember this footage right here? Well, when Amber was giving her testimony in the UK, she slipped up. Listen to this.
So I was trying to reach him through a third party to tell him. When I say reach, I'm specifically saying I would like him to know information coming from me or coming from Jerry, from me, so that he finds out about the divorce filing or my intention to do so from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
You slipped up there, didn't you, Miss Heard? You let it slip out that TMZ had been alerted to your filing of the domestic violence restraining order, didn't you?
I disagree. That's not what I'm talking about.
TMZ is the same outlet that you released the video of Mr. Depp attacking the kitchen cabinets the day before this deposition was taken, wasn't it?
I didn't do that. I don't
TMZ
know how
owns
to do that.
the copyright to that video now, doesn't it?
I have no idea what TMZ
Did they
owns.
pay you for that?
I never got paid for it because I had nothing to do with that.
So TMZ was just lucky in getting the inside scoop to your divorce from Mr. Depp, huh?
I have no idea. That's not my area of expertise. I wouldn't even know how to do that. And also, what does that get me? If I wanted to leak things about Johnny, I could have done that in a much more successful way, in a bigger way, for years.
Not when you were extorting him for $7 million.
I got a fraction of what I was entitled to in the state of California, by the way. Right. What extortion?
And we all know, if you guys are watching what I'm watching, Amber is going to stick with whatever story she's got. She's going to die on the hill that she stands on. It does not matter what you say. It don't matter all the evidence that you put in her face. She is going to twist it, allegedly, in my opinion, which is that is like the gaslighting that I believe we are seeing is truly on another level. I mean, have you guys ever talked to somebody who's like, you can literally show them, this is a blue piece of paper right here. This piece of paper is blue, and they will argue with you that that piece of paper is purple for whatever reason, because there's another color that's in there. Your eyes can't see it. And before you know it, you're confused. You're like, man, maybe that is a shade of purple. Let me see the color wheel. Like that is what Amber is doing on the stand. But why is that important? It's important because this is a defamation lawsuit case, and this also proves that Amber allegedly got the media involved and defamed Johnny Depp over stuff that he didn't really do, and it affected his career. But let's watch that clip of Amber in the UK trial just one more time.
From some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
Do you see how she slipped up there, but she kept it together? I mean, we can all see it. Now, and then you see her on the stand in here in the US in the trial, and she is just like, it's just so wild to see. But let's keep moving. Now, a lot of people in my DMs on Instagram was sending me this video that I believe was posted on Twitter. I'm not quite sure who put it together or where it started, but it is of Amber picking her lips. Now, I'm going to show y'all this video, but the reason why this could be important, and again, I do not know because I was not there between Amber and Johnny Depp, is because she's picking her lips, and even on the side where Amber has shown photos like this with her lip bleeding or her lip looking cracked or looking like it could have been busted. And just watch this video right here. And so a lot of people are attributing her cracked and bleeding lips to lip picking or chapped lips. Again, I don't know, but it's definitely something to think about. Maybe it's a nervous tick. I know I tend to pick too. It's absolutely annoying. And I know for me personally, if the wind blows too hard, my lips get so chapped and painful. And it makes you wonder if it's the same thing going on with Amber. The whole busted lip situation, the cracked lips. Was this really an altercation between her and Johnny Depp? Or did she just happen to take advantage of a situation that was already there? What do y'all think? Let me know down below. Now, this is something that is very exciting if this is going to happen. Now, I have not seen Johnny Depp or his attorneys announce this, but I actually haven't seen them announce anything. But Court TV and the internet is going wild saying that Jennifer Howell is going to testify.
Jennifer Howell, she's a friend of Amber's sister Whitney, is going to testify in some form during the rebuttal case on behalf of Johnny Depp. And it's important because Jennifer Howell maintains that Amber's sister Whitney told her a much different version of what happened in the staircase event.
You know who Jennifer Howell is, right, Ms. Enriquez? I do. She's the founder of the Art of Elysium nonprofit. She is. And you worked there for a time, didn't you? I did. Around May 2015, you actually moved in with Ms. Howell, right?
May 2015?
Yes. And you moved out of the penthouses because at that point you and your sister were fighting, right?
It was around the time that, he had accused me of leaking stories, and that was the impetus of me leaving.
You and Ms. Howell were close?
We were.
Close enough that you lived with her for around a year?
I don't recall if it was that long.
And you confided in Ms. Howell, right?
About some things, yes. She was my friend.
You called her your chosen sister?
Now, it is allegedly a pre-recorded testimony or deposition that Jennifer Howell gave a while back. If you don't remember who Jennifer Howell is, I did this video right here. You guys go and watch it. And this woman was the employer of Whitney Heard years ago. Now, I'm going to briefly tell you guys this because if you guys go and watch that video, then you're going to know everything. But Whitney, after the staircase incident with Johnny Depp, went to go live with her employer. Now, her employer thought she was protecting Whitney from her sister, Amber Heard. And it has been devastating for Jennifer to watch what not only Amber is doing, but Whitney is doing. Jennifer Howell believes that Whitney is being manipulated by Amber and has her whole life. And honestly, I can't help but to think that too. Again, that doesn't mean that everything that Amber is saying is a lie, because I do believe that there are truths in there for sure. But the situation with Whitney, because if you guys, again, watch that video, then you saw that Whitney allegedly even got beat up by her sister and had marks on her while she was on television, and she was protecting her sister then too. So if she testifies, this could be really huge, and it would make so much sense because if you guys watched Whitney Heard's testimony, when cross-examination came from Johnny Depp's attorneys, it was so weak. I literally remember texting my friend going, "What? That's all they said? Why didn't they ask this? Why didn't they ask this?" But now it seems to be making sense because it's all going to come back up later. And as of now, of me filming this on Saturday, Johnny Depp's team has almost twice as much time left for their case than Amber's team does. See, on Thursday, and when we did the video on Friday, Amber had a bunch of witnesses, which in my opinion, all made Johnny Depp's story look more truthful and more validated, which is like, why are they wasting their time? Because they only have a certain amount of time to present their case on these witnesses that only make Johnny Depp look more honest, in my opinion. Of course, there was a couple testimonies in there that went along with what Amber said, but far more, in my opinion, went along with what Johnny Depp said. So they wasted a whole entire day and all of those hours and let Johnny Depp's team get the lead in a way. So this week, when they're testifying, after Amber Heard is done with their time, they won't be able to object or cross-examine Johnny Depp's witnesses. Okay, you guys following me? And this is the way that I understand it. I'm sure there's a lot of professionals out there that can give you guys a more clear and precise answer. But if you were sitting in my living room, this is exactly what I'd say. I'd be like, y'all, can you believe this? They done ran out half of their time. Amber's team cannot even cross-examine. They're not going to be able to cross-examine them and poke holes in it. It's going to be just what it is, and the jury will hear these final answers, and I think it's going to be, this is going to be the best week yet. This is going to be the home stretch, and this is when it's going to get down to the nitty-gritty. And if there's one thing that I have noticed in this whole trial is Johnny Depp's lawyers and him do not look concerned. Even when I was feeling concerned, they look like they got something up their sleeve, and it's coming at the end, and we're going to see. We're going to see what it is. Now, one more thing before I wrap this video up. There is a rumor floating around out there that we will be hearing some incriminating audio recordings of Johnny Depp. Some recordings that we have not yet heard before. Have y'all heard about that? But other than that, since we haven't heard those and we're not able to dissect and talk about those yet, let's talk about these video clips and these different images of Amber. Now, we've all seen the video clips of Amber just looking, in my opinion, downright evil. I mean, the way that she looks at people sometimes, to me, is scary. Like there's something dark in there. But there's also clips of Amber floating around on the internet where she seems like just kind of aggressive. Even if it's in a playful way, she's quick to slap and hit and jerk or flick off like you're seeing in these clips right here. But just listen to what she says in this short clip.
And his employees.
This guy did?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And my dad only hit him once?
We had an altercation.
I don't blame him. Kill him.
Let's listen to that one more time.
And his employees.
This guy did?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And my dad only hit him once? And my dad only hit him once?
And my dad only hit him once? We had an altercation.
I don't blame him. Kill him.
And allegedly, with this television show, it took them so long to be able to put this episode together because they had an overwhelming amount of clips of Amber being irate and angry, and they just weren't good clips for a television show, so they had to pull together what they could to make it good. So I just find it so funny that she allegedly has fought with her sister as an adult, put marks and all that stuff on her. She's fought with her ex, who she was married to. And why I say like married or allegedly married is because allegedly they weren't actually married at the time. Amber had just went down and changed her last name and put a ring on and said she was married, but they weren't legally married. So they were married, they were not married. But she was arrested for DV against her. And now to wrap this up, I wanted to point out Amber's side. What I find very disingenuous with her, and one of the biggest reasons why I don't believe her side, other than the audio tapes, because to me the audio tapes is the most damning, is there's so many things that there's proof for Amber doing that she twists it, in my opinion. It's a completely different story. Everybody's lying about Amber except for Amber. Everybody's got it wrong except for Amber. The two different sets of cops that showed up to ECB on the night that the cops were just miraculously called by somebody in the lobby that didn't want to give their name, like totally not a setup, right? They come up there, they have body camera footage and do not see this mess that Amber and her friends would later say was created by Johnny Depp. They don't see a woman that has any physical injuries on her. Two different sets of cops. Why would they lie? The people working in the ECB penthouse, the guy that came and testified, why would he lie? He doesn't have a dog in this fight, especially the cops. They didn't even know who Amber Heard was at the time. The photos, all of these photos that were shown of Amber saying that she had these terrible injuries to her face and all that, but yet she's out in public and she looks perfectly fine. She's smiling, she's got her mouth open, no cracked lips, no bleeding, no nothing like that, but she's got a reasoning for that too. She's got a reasoning for everything. And by the way, that does not mean that you can't be abused and not be in public and not show it. Most people that are in abusive situations cover it up, make excuses, and don't tell anybody. The issue with Amber's story is it's everything. Everything she's got. It's not just one thing. It's not just one day. It's not just one photo. It's everything. Johnny Depp's driver.
He was honest. He returned it. I gave him a reward for it.
And what was the reward?
$420, chicken tacos, chips, apples, Fiji water.
If you guys don't remember, Johnny Depp's driver, definitely one of my favorite testimonies. He's been a driver and security for Johnny Depp for 30 years, who took Amber to Coachella with her friends and then had to bring her back because she was sick. He's the one that said that Amber told him about the pooing in the bed. Of course, Amber turned around and said that he was not telling the truth or he had it mistaken. Everybody's wrong but Amber. And I tend to think if this man was going to lie, if his security guards and all that were going to lie for him, I feel like they would make up a much better lie than just the things that they said. But that's just my opinion. Or how about when it comes to the pledge versus donation, right? She did not give that money that she got from the divorce. The divorce money, the $7 million, was completely paid to her in 2018. It was all done. But now here we are in 2022, and she's still saying she donated it, doing interviews saying she donated it, but she didn't, okay? So there's another situation where she's just, everybody's wrong but Amber. The Jennifer Howell situation and the situation with Whitney. Jennifer Howell's making this up. Jennifer Howell is lying. She's got a reason why she's saying that Jennifer Howell is doing this, but to me, I don't understand why this woman would go this hard or would come up and risk her reputation and all of that stuff for, just being salty or not liking Amber for whatever reason. I mean, these are very specific details and stories that this woman, Jennifer, has given. But again, Amber, that's what I'm saying. If it was just one thing with Amber, that would make sense, but it's all of these things with Amber that's just not true about her. Or how about Dr. Curry, who, in my opinion, was my favorite expert witness, because Dr. Curry came up, she had facts, she didn't have to look at a bunch of notes, she was very assertive. And then not only did Amber's side try to say that everything that Dr. Curry did was basically not right, that their expert was right, which is typical, but Amber tried to say that, do y'all remember Muffingate? Amber tried to go back and tell her attorneys that Dr. Curry was so excited to meet her that she had her husband go out and get muffins for them. And Dr. Curry was like, anytime I have to close down my office for a celebrity, because that would make the most sense, for discretion and for privacy, she brings in some sort of muffins or whatever for her staff so they can have some food. But Amber's going back and telling her lawyer that it's because she was so excited to meet. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's lying on Amber. Amber's the only one telling the truth. And even the ex-assistant. Remember the ex-assistant, which I did find parts of her testimony to seem a little like, okay, she's bitter. But then again, if everything that she's saying about Amber is true, I could understand why she's bitter. And she's also the person that said she confided in Amber and told Amber about her SA event. She was assaulted. It was horrendous. It was horrible. And Amber questioned her about it and she poured her heart out to her. The next thing you know, this woman says that Amber stole her SA story. But again, Amber said that wasn't true. So everybody's wrong but Amber. And I'm sure there's plenty more that I'm not naming off the top of my head here. You can leave them down below. And these are the reasons why I don't believe Amber's story. Because, yeah, she can look straight in her face and keep her story together just fine. But everybody can't be lying and conspiring against her. Everybody? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'll be watching the trial. We're going to see what's going to happen. Thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust.